I want to turn to this right here. The Florida Democratic Party looking to find a new leader after party chair Manny Diaz stepped down this week following a disastrous midterm.
Aaron Parsegian spoke with Steve Shale, longtime Democratic strategist who ran President Obama's successful Florida campaign, to get insight on what's next for the party.
Steve, Florida Democrats got walloped in November. Historic losses. What went wrong?
Well, I mean, I think pretty much everything went wrong. I mean, you don't have a cycle like that without it just being sort of your point, a sort of historic failure. I mean, from the top of the ticket down, there, wasn't a lot of money raised. You saw sort of the lack of investing in real infrastructure for the party over the decade kind of pay itself off in bad ways. And, I mean, sort of joked over the years that you think you hit rock bottom as a Democrat and you find a new rock and a new bottom, but this is probably rock bottom.
What's the hope for Democrats here in Florida? Is there room to kind of claw back?
Of course. I mean, this is a state that, President Obama won twice just like 6-8 years ago. And, I mean, I would just remind my Republican friends, that, Jeb Bush won Florida by like 15 points in 2002. George Bush won it by like 6 in 2004. And then we won 3 of the next 6 statewide elections, including a president. So, I mean, nothing in politics is ever permanent. There are definitely things that have to get fixed, but Florida is not fundamentally a hugely different state than it was 4 years ago or 2 years ago or 8 years ago. It's definitely gotten more Republican, there's no question, but like it's not it's not overwhelmingly so. And all you can do as a political party is control the things you can control. And so my hope is the next chair focuses on those things that they can control. Again, building a good base, building a foundation, recruiting candidates, raising money, recruiting voters. And then that way, that hopefully the next candidate comes along and inspires people, raises money, and they have a better foundation to run from.
Right. The state swings, so we'll see what happens. But 2 years from now, 2024, looming very quickly.
Yeah, and a lot could change.
Yeah, it's all about the ground game, too. Getting out in the community, getting those voter registrations. Republicans have been successful recently, so the Democrats want to switch that around.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
Thank you,
for
sir.
that report.